This story is known as the legend of Lac Long Quân and O Cur. It is one of Vietnam's most famous origin stories. For many Vietnamese people, it is not just about two mythical parents. It is about ancestry, belonging, and the idea that the Vietnamese people share one symbolic beginning.
From the sea came Lac Long Quân, a power dragon lord. He was no ordinary ruler. In legend, he was connected to the waters, the coasts, and the strength of the deep.
From the mountains came O Cur, a beautiful fairy maiden. She represented grace, purity, and the spiritual power of the highlands. From the
One belonged to the sea,
one belonged to the mountains.
and yet somehow our paths were destined to cross.
Destined, my love.
When Lac Long Quân and O Cur first met, it was more than romance. It was the meeting of two worlds, water and land, strength and elegance, myth and destiny. When Lac Long
In you, I see the force of nature.
And in you, harmony and wisdom,
Together, we are balance.
our rare and destined balance.
As the story goes, they fell in love. My love, you are my eternal spring.
You, my guiding thread.
And I love the Mimi Magic Love for
Together, we walk through a world still young,
Full of promise, as if the land itself were waiting.
for what would come next.
This was not just the beginning of a family. Our union will echo through eternity.
Together, we forge a new path.
It was the symbolic beginning of a people. One day, something extraordinary happened.
I feel a miracle within me.
O Cur, you are with child.
Not one, but a sack of eggs.
Our legacy begins.
Look, the eggs are glowing.
In the legend, they glow with sacred life.
We watch over them with awe.
A new life is awakening.
The number 100 is important because it feels complete and symbolic. In the story, these children represent the many communities that would later make up the Vietnamese people. Different families, different lands, different ways of life, but all connected by one shared ancestral story.
From those eggs came 100 children,
100 sons, a number so large and symbolic.
that it transformed the story into something much bigger than a simple family tale. From those
To the people who passed this story from generation to generation,
These children were not merely offspring,
they were ancestors, the roots of the Vietnamese people.
the roots of our people.
our love has created a living future.
A growing people full of promise.
We are the future.
Together we will flourish.
Our family has grown together in peace, guided by the mountain spirit and sea lord.
We have grown strong.
And so our legend continues. The story tells us something important here. Vietnamese origins were imagined not as a single tribe or one narrow place, but as something broad, shared, and connected.
A heritage that unites us all.
The story
Children, today you will learn the ways of the sea. Feel the rhythm of the waves. They guide our boats. The coastlines are our maps. The horizons our dreams.
It is so beautiful.
He belonged to the sea.
She belonged to the mountains.
Their natures pulled them in different directions.
Can we not find a way? So they made a difficult decision, one that would define the meaning of the legend forever.
A difficult decision?
Yes, one of sacrifice to save our world.
We understand.
So they
Our 100 children bring us such joy.
Yes, they are our greatest treasure.
We shall divide them into 2 groups.
A wise plan, my love.
50 children would follow their mother into the mountains.
And 50 would follow their father to the sea.
Go with courage, my children. 50
This separation may sound sad, but it is not meant to be the end of a family. Instead, it explains why Vietnamese identity belongs to both the mountains and the sea. Some people live inland, some live along the coast, but the legend reminds them that they still come from one beginning.
It was not a rejection. It was not the end of love. It was a recognition that the Vietnamese people belonged to both worlds, highland and coastline, inland and ocean.
Those who went into the mountains began building lives inland, shaping villages, communities, and traditions rooted in the land.
They made new homes?
Yes, These mountains are our home now. Though
It was not a rejection. It was not the end of love. It was a recognition that the Vietnamese people belonged to both worlds, highland and coastline, inland and ocean. Those who went into the mountains began building lives inland, shaping villages, communities, and traditions rooted in the land. This is our story. Let it guide you. Those who
Here, we will settle,
and cultivate the land,
build our homes together,
and pass down our customs.
connecting us to this place.
those who followed the sea learned movement, navigation, fishing, and the spirit of the coast. The waters became part of their identity.
The sea is our home.
Yes, it shapes who we are.
And from these two branches came a greater whole, not divided, but expanded.
The Vietnamese story was now one of many regions, many lives, and one origin.
Truyền thuyết kết nối với các vua Hùng, những vị vua đầu tiên của nước Văn Lang.
Thưa ngài, Văn là gì ạ?
Văn Lang là một trong những nhà nước đầu tiên của dân tộc ta, do các vua Hùng sáng lập.
Con muốn nghe về các vua Hùng.
Hãy luôn ghi nhớ tổ tiên và lịch sử của mình. My people, we are bound by more than blood.
From the dawn of our origin, we built this world.
Through labor and unity, we became a civilization.
Let this bond guide our eternal path.
The sea and the mountains continue to shape identity, just as geography shaped daily life.
We honor the gifts of the land and sea.
May this bounty sustain us.
Festivals, rituals, and acts of community became ways to remember that origin, to celebrate not only survival, but belonging. We celebrate our belonging!
In this way, the legend became more than myth. It became cultural glue, a way for generations to say, we may live in different places, but we come from the same beginning. Today, the story of Lac Long Quân and O Co is still one of Vietnam's most beloved origin legends.
My queen, O Co.
My king, Lac Long Quân.
Today, the Vietnamese people are children of both mountain and sea, resilient, adaptive, and deeply tied to the land. From ancient times, their spirit has endured. In this world, identity holds our differences together.
Yes, weaving a harmony greater than ourselves.
It is timeless, uniting us without breaking. In memory, in symbol, in a dragon father, a fairy mother, and 100 children whose legend still lives on. In memory. This is only the beginning. In the next chapter, we'll explore the Hung Kings and how legend begins to blend with the earliest foundations of Vietnamese civilization.
And this is why the legend survived for so long. It gives Vietnam an emotional beginning, not only a historical one. Before kingdoms, records, and dynasties, there was already a story that helped people remember who they were. And that story still lives on today.